Hello and welcome to my channel, and I am of course your Sunny Arches. And guess what we're doing today? We're going to read for Cancer and see what messages we have for Cancer for the rest of this 2021. Do not worry, I have saved your card, so we are in clear energy, so any messages that come through are clear, and more importantly for you. So here we are shuffling for Cancers. What messages do we have for all of our Cancers? No matter how they identify, no matter what they're doing at this time, what do they need to know about the rest of this 2021? Oh, decisions. Is that decisions? No? Oh. I'll do one more shuffle and we'll be good. Saw that Four of Pentacles and it looked like a 2. I will warn you, I'm getting books. So let's see how this goes. All right, Cancer. And in case you're interested, I am using the Tarot del Toro deck. I am a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro. I love his movies. In case... if you've seen his movies or you're not familiar with him, Hellboy are one of his most famous and well-known pieces. So is Pan's Labyrinth. I prefer the Spanish version just because the illustrations are more related to the images here in this deck. And there are so many other movies. And if you like fairy tales, you like Peter Pan especially, he helped to produce this movie. It's also a Spaniard movie. He worked on it with a female director, and it's called, in Spanish it's called El Orfanato, right? The Orphanage. And it's a movie about a couple who have adopted this little boy who is HIV positive. And it's a twisted tale of Peter Pan. That's how I interpret it. Definitely need a box of tissues. And this goes right in with Guillermo del Toro, especially when it comes to the spiritual world and how we interact with it. So it's very interesting. He's awesome. Sin City. He's worked on Sin City is also one of his movies. And so yeah, so we're doing the Tarot del Toro, and we also have, to help clarify your reading, we're going to work with Tarot of the Night or Tarot de la Nuit. Okay. Also, if you are interested in readings, I am open. Check the About tab and you'll see all the information there. I'm trying to make it very simple, just to be very straightforward of what you can expect and giving you options on what you would like. Okay. So just feel free to message me. All the information again is in the About Me tab for personal readings. And I do want to apologize for not being active. It's been a while. I've gone through some major life changes, and a lot of healing, a lot of growing pains. But I appreciate the entire experience. It's been hard, hurtful, painful, but definitely worthwhile. All right, so let's see, what messages do we have for our Cancers for the rest of this 2021? Let's see. I did say the last shuffle a while ago, but okay. Here we go, Cancer. We're going to do a 5-card spread. Don't worry, this will turn into who knows how many cards. Okay. So Cancer, if you're interested, we got Temperance. So there's a need for patience and harmony, okay? You are, in case you're wondering, yes, you are being guarded, you are being protected, that is there. But here in this card, we see the Temperance here, right? So it's like her feet are separated. We have a spider here at the bottom. Or a beetle. Hold up. Whoa, I never noticed that before. You have a beetle. I don't know what kind it is. I don't know if you can see it. There. Big. You just want to focus. Okay, but you see the beetle. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe you needed to study it. I'm just trying to get it to be clear for you. And she is holding a flower. So the flowers are growing. They're blooming. Things are going to begin to blossom here. The flower has opened. Okay. And it looks like that there's more growing. So things are coming up. Things are happening. Just need to be a little bit more patient. It's kind of like a divine timing type of thing. But it's a good card. Let's see, behind it we have the Knight of Blades. So somebody may have given you some information and you're kind of like, I don't know. So you're taking your time to really think about it before taking action, or if you've taken action. But it's more somebody who's come to you, told you some things, and you're just waiting, I guess, to see what the results may be. So there's been a partnership. There could be some meddlesome people involved too, because of the number 3 already coming out as the first card. But more than anything, I think you're just trying to establish, you're trying to build this foundation, maybe by with partnerships with others. But let's see what's the next card. We have 10 of Pentacles. So the goal of the foundation, the purpose of it is to achieve this 10 of Pentacles. For me, the 10 of Pentacles, it's like the happily ever after, the end, but of the sequel, of part 2. So that means that it's possible that you may have already achieved happily ever after, 10 of Cups, but now you want the happily ever after, the end of the sequel. Okay, let's see. But this is great. So it's the building foundations to obtain this 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 4 of Swords. So you've been working really hard. This is something that's been taking a while, but there's a need for you to have to give your. This funny because Gemini just had this too. I had to really let Gemini know about the 4 of Swords to give themselves a break, but they got the 4 of Swords when I went into the clarifying mode. You're getting the 4 of Swords right out the bat. So you know that you need to give yourself a break, which is why Temperance is here too, I believe. You're working so hard to build this, to establish this, because there's a goal you want to reach. But you gotta take a moment to be kind to yourself and really to delve into some self-care, you know. You have a lot of thoughts going on, but you need to give yourself a little break. And that's okay. You got Wheel of Fortune, so things are going to turn in your favor. And the 9 of Wands. So things are going to turn into your favor. You may want to give something another opportunity. Again, another reason, because remember, we did have the Knight of Swords here. So somebody has come along and said some things. And you're just wondering. Cancer did come out in the Gemini reading via the Chariot card. We also had the Page of Cups too. But I think Page of Cups is a bit more Piscean. There was a lot of Piscean energy in Gemini. But anyways, only because the 4 of Swords are there, and they had it too. Wheel of Fortune and 9 of Wands. So you've been through some things, but there's a lot of... The leaves are there. The things are growing. Okay? So there may have been many setbacks, many obstacles, many trials, many things that you've overcome, and you're tired and you're weary, and that's okay. And for me, it's more like an ending to all of that. You know, you really want to get into this 3 of Pentacles energy, and you're going to. And I think it could be too, like, it's almost like an ending of you doing everything by yourself. Let's go into the Tarot of the Night deck and get more clarification on this. Let's see. Chariot. So we have you definitely here in your own reading. You're coming in as a Chariot, so you're trying to go in a new direction. Let's see. Maybe you're trying to get a new car to help you do this. So we have the Chariot, we have Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and Ten of Swords. It's actually this, well, I'm going to put the Ten of Swords like this. Not because, only because it came out this way, and I just started putting the Ace of Swords. So this is the way that it's meant to go. There we are. Yeah, that's more what it is. So you have the Chariot, you have Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and Two of Wands. So you were going in the direction of starting something new, a new, kind of like a new relationship, right? A new partnership. Okay, so that's what happened. So it's repeating the storyline, but it's just making it clearer for me and for you as well. You wanted to go with this new relationship with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But, man, did they do something? They, you know, they messed up. They fucked it up. And so that led you to make a decision, right? And your decision was to go in a different direction. You know the direction that you want to go in. For me, Two of Wands, because you're already holding, even in the other, in the more traditionally illustrated decks, usually the character is holding a globe in their hands and a rod or wand in the other, right? So that's, you already know what direction you're going to go in. You're holding the world in your hand, or in this case, the skull in your hand, because you already know what it is that you want. You're not, it's not like you really need to think about it. You just know what you want. You know what you need to do. And it's just a matter of you really getting into action in order to accomplish that. Okay, that's the first book. So there is some sort of union at the end. Okay, here we go. We have the Fool. So there is going to be a new beginning. But you need to see things from a different perspective. Man, this Hangman energy is really coming through in just about every reading that I've... We got Ten of Swords in almost every reading. Hangman in almost everybody's trying to start something new. And I think that's just that's just coming with... this whole end of the year thing, you know, want to leave all the old stuff behind and we want new, we want fresh, especially after this past year and a half or so, almost 2 years, you know. We got Page of Swords, so there is communication, you know, about something, things you may not necessarily like what somebody has to say, but it's to give you clarification on what it is that you already know. But it's just, you know, to clear up any confusion, any fog. I wouldn't be surprised if he came out also as the Moon card. You do have the Moon behind the Chariot. So you see the path that you're going through. You know right now you're kind of hurting. You're going through some things, and that's okay. And that's why you need to give yourself a break. It's okay to do that. You know, they messed up. You were going to give them that chance. You were really going to go for it. But they fucked it up. You know, they hurt you. And now you need, you know the direction you need to go in. So what else do we have? Nine of Pentacles. So now that you have this clarity, you know you're going to move forward. But you're going to move forward cautiously. Okay? Because there is a goal that you want to reach. There is a goal that you want to obtain. Ten of Pentacles. And that goal is, again, that Ten of Pentacles. That... happily ever after, the end of the sequel, part 2. The Sun card. This is beautiful. So yes, it's gonna happen, and there's going to be a rebirth, a change, really positive for you, obviously, with the Sun card here, with a new partnerships. It could be a new relationship, whether it be romantic or business. That is going to take place. I don't really feel like this is love. I feel like this is more business than anything else. There's a lot of earth sign energy in here, so that's what makes me for me, it's more of a more in business and work, finances, career, that kind of thing. So you're definitely going to start new. I love it. New day, a new day has dawned. That song, New Day. Let me not go because I do that because I don't remember the lyrics necessarily. And it's gonna lead to this. And what I like too about this is, you know, here it's like you can already envision it, like you have it already. So what you want, what you're trying to manifest, what you want, the end goal, it's like you see it already. It's almost like you can have it in your hands, whatever the prize is at the end. And right now, you know, you just have to go through that process through the beginning in order to be able to do that. Then we have the Seven of Cups. So usually with Seven of Cups, you have a lot of options. And here you do too. You have options. But here's what's very interesting. And here, I'm trying to... Yeah, there's little... I don't know if that's like pieces of the moon, little rocks, stones, glowing stones that have markings, special glow markings. But this one is lit with fire. So you know that as much as you may want to pursue specific options, or, you know, you may think that you have so many options. It's not that you don't have options. It's more of like I said before, we have the Two of Wands here, right? You already know what you want. And it looks like you're going to go in a direction that's not only going to feed your soul in an emotional level, but also kind of liven you up, you know? Not only is it going to be something you care about, you're going to be very passionate about this as well. And I think that's a wonderful thing. We got two more cards here. We got the Five of Cups and the Four of Wands. So also could be that there was someone messed it up. It could be that you did too. I really feel like it's more of another person's energy at this point. There is remorse. They are feeling remorse and they really would like to have a union with you. Let's take a look at some more cards. Ooh, this one's Queen of Swords. You may have Gemini in your chart, or you could just be embodying this energy of the Queen of Swords, where you're just you're not putting up with it anymore. And look how interesting, right? Look right next to this card. Remember, it's actually a flame, kind of like a little bonfire, right? Mini bonfire. I'm sorry, I really wish this would focus a little better. All right, but that's a fire there. And how interesting here on the sides you have it as well. So as much as she may love and feel so impassioned by her emotions and her feelings towards, you know, everything around her or those that she cares for and loves for the most, she does have the sword in her hand. So as whether you know it or not, it does paint an air sign to have to cut people off. So there may be a need for you to have to do that, to let it go. Cut off whoever you need to, because you do have beautiful blessings coming in, and you cannot have them come in if you're going to be involved in with those who are going to look at you as an option. And even though they might see you, they may want you, they're going to do the wrong thing. So if they already done the wrong things before, they're just going to do it again. Cut them off, and it's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. Believe me, I know. But I promise you, you are going to feel better, and you're going to be able to move forward. If this is about work and you're dealing with a Gemini, it could be they're the ones who are coming and letting you know, hey, this is what's up. You know, let's just be mindful. And we have the King of Wands. And then work again, because Eight of Pentacles, or you may have to fire somebody, let somebody go. You may be the one getting fired. There's work. There's definitely someone in a higher position. Or we got a King of Wands and Queen of Swords. I love this couple, because the King of Wands, he knows what needs to get done. He'll make it all happen, right? but he knows how to delegate his work. He's the great delegator. King of Swords is the great strategist and communicator. He's effective. He's efficient. King of Swords is effective. King of Wands is like more efficient, or vice versa. Then we have King of Pentacles. He's kind of like a mix of everybody, but he's so grounded, right? He's stability, security, and then we have King of Cups, who is who's the, I kind of want to say like he's the lover, you know, because emotions and all that beautiful stuff, but it's not done. He's Mr. Reasonable. There we go. He's Mr. Reasonable because he has his emotions, he has his feelings, he acknowledges them internally, right? He knows it. He just doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He's still able to make logical reasons, logical conclusions without, you know, having to do it. So, blah, blah, blah. Here I go, right on a rant. But let's get back to you, Cancer. So, Eight of Pentacles, this is just in case you wanted to know. So, Eight of Pentacles, we have here Mr. King of Wands, Mr. the Delegator, and we have the Queen of Swords, Mrs. Strategist, Mrs. Communication, right? Mrs. Ideas. So, between the two of you together, you would work beautifully. So, but what else is going on? We have the Tower. So, there is a healing process. So, somebody got involved in this business relationship between the two of you, and shit hit the fan. But we're going to recover, we're going to recuperate, and look, Temperance came out again. So there will be, oh yeah, look. So there will be healing. There will be a reconnection, and recognition of what the relationship is between the two of you, what happened, and being able to cut out anyone or anything who's gotten in the way. If this is related to love, there definitely is passion behind it, because we do have Temperance coming out twice. There's a lot of Earth. So there's, because you know what it is, Cancer, you're just not here for the nonsense anymore. You don't want it anymore. If they're not coming in correct, if they're not going to be real with you about what they want, about their emotions, about their feelings, then you just don't want it. You'll just be like the Queen of Swords. And as much as people want to say that water signs are so emotional and so this and that or the other, what they don't understand is water signs have this ability to not only, it's not that you're just emotional, but you think about it as well. Like you do get caught in your head, in your thoughts about your emotions, because you're processing it and you're trying to understand why other people are the way they are. Why do they hurt you so, when all you're trying to do is love them, be there for them, and do all that you can for them, right? They, like, how do they not see that affectionate, nurturing side? Why is that not enough for them? And you know what, Cancer, that's not your fault. That's not your problem. So I don't blame you for embodying the energy of the Queen of Swords. And whoever this person is, you know, strong Sagittarius, obviously, but I really think that what I like about this is there's going to be a recognition of the fault, accountability, and the recognition to take accountability, right? You already have, but they are too. And I think that's what's important. That's what's going to help to heal. The Tower has already hit, and now it's about making, you know, creating that harmony. We have water, we have light, we have Temperance is beautiful. It's just a beautiful card, you know. A lot of harmony. There is a need for balance, a peace, tranquility. I'm just trying to, you know, heal. The healing is important. So if you're feeling that If you haven't felt it yet, or if you haven't come to this point, you definitely are. It's just everything's kind of happening in a divine timing, divine moment, because, in other words, this is already kind of set for you and the significant other. It's just this significant person has to level up as well, right? They can't continue playing with the games. You have a little, it's not a snake. For me, it's like a salamander. Yeah, it's like a salamander there. Kind of blend. It's not that they necessarily blend in. I don't know what the, honestly, I don't know, and I'm not going to pretend to know what the meaning of the salamander is. Ooh, King of Swords. Why is King of Swords out in a Cancer reading? Ah, the salamander is the King of Swords. Wow, yeah. 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Ace of Wands. This King of Swords is the one that messed up, and now they're gonna have to see, suffer their karma, their consequence, because they're overwhelmed. They can't sleep for all that they've done wrong, and they wanted a new beginning. They wanted a chance in this partnership. I think they were trying to get you out so they could get in. They messed up. They messed with the wrong one. What they were not expecting was for you to bust out as the Queen of Swords. That's what that is. And if you're dealing with an earth sign, this earth sign leveled up to a fire sign. Or if it is a fire sign, they finally leveled up to the king status. And they got to work. They finally realized what's what. This King of Swords is the one that's getting cut off by everybody. So it's not good to try to be a ruthless tyrant. It's probably how you view them. But let's see, any final messages for Cancer for the rest of this 2021? It's all right, Cancer. Let them suffer their fate. Let them suffer their karma. They're the ones who did you wrong. Let them figure it out. You don't have to. Strength. Cancers. Let it be. Let it be. You have the strength to see through the nonsense, to overcome all the stuff that they threw at you. You got temperance. You are guarded. You are protected. They are getting their karma. And as much as they may want something else, they're going to see you get it. That's just what that is. And so in the end, you are going to get what you are deserving of. And yes, I love it. I wonder if it's going to be by the end of this year. You can begin to anticipate it. It's if it hasn't started already. You walked away. Let that go. Let that King of Swords go. The King of Wands, whoever this is, that's the one. That's the one. It's a beautiful balance between fire, air, and we all know this. So this is business partnership, or even if it is romantic. To me, it's more of a business thing. I think for you, Cancer, the best thing to do is to probably go with the fire sign as opposed to the air sign. Business-wise. Because it looks like this air sign is not playing any games. And King of Swords, even though he's a great strategist, unfortunately, he's strategizing for himself. And we don't need any background plays, So, Cancer, very interesting read. That was intriguing, to say the least. Yeah. And I'm glad that you got to see this. I hope I was able to bring you some of that clarity that you needed, some confirmations, clarifications, all those beautiful things. And I hope that you take the time to give yourself a break, because you've been through a lot. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I believe it's that King of Swords that you need to cut out. Or whoever it is that you feel like is moving funny, right? That's the one that you need to rule out. Whoever's moving funny, kick them out. And it's okay. They're going to get their karma. Don't feel bad about nothing, Cancer. You are amazing. Again, I just want you to know this is not gender-based. And I thank you so much for the opportunity to read for you. I look forward to doing more. I just got a new deck in the mail. Thank you, Amazon, and I can't wait to do a little unboxing for it. So if you're interested in personal readings, check out the About Me tab for all the information. And now wishing you lots of luck, and I'll read for you soon. Bye.